Hey everyone, so today we are diving deep into the AI writing revolution. If you've ever felt a little overwhelmed trying to figure out which of these tools is right for you, you are in the right place. We're going to take a tour of the top contenders and help you find your perfect creative copilot. Let's get into it. You know the feeling, right? That blinking cursor on a totally blank page. It feels like it's taunting you. It's pretty much the universal sign of writer's block. But what if you had a partner right there with you to help you smash through it? Well, that's exactly where these AI writing assistants come in, turning that scary, empty space into a playground of possibilities. And make no mistake, this isn't just some small tech update. It is a full-blown revolution. Seriously, in just a few short years, these unbelievably powerful AI tools have just popped up, completely changing the game for writers, for marketers, for pretty much any kind of creator out there. And what's really wild is just how fast this all happened. I mean, look at this. It kind of started back in 2017 with Quillbots, which was really focused on just refining text. Then, boom, 2020 hits and we get WriteSonic and Copy.ai both aiming squarely at marketers. 2021 gives us the Pro Toolkit Jasper. And then, late 2022, ChatGPT drops and it just explodes. The acceleration is just incredible. So it only makes sense to start with the one everybody is talking about, ChatGPT. The best way to think about it is like a brilliant, all-purpose creative intern. You know, it's super smart, incredibly flexible, and it can handle almost anything you throw at it. But, and this is key, just like an intern, it really needs your guidance and supervision. So what is it really? At its heart, ChatGPT is a conversational AI. You just talk to it, in plain English, and it gives you back these incredibly detailed, human-sounding responses. It's all built on these massive, large language models, which is the magic that makes it so good at drafting an email, brainstorming a story, or even summarizing a super dense article for you. And this really nails ChatGPT's biggest superpower and its most dangerous kryptonite. On one hand, that conversational flexibility is just amazing. You can go back and forth refining ideas, but on the other hand, it has this tendency to hallucinate, which is a nice way of saying it can confidently make stuff up. The big takeaway here is you have to fact-check its output, always, especially if it's for important work. Okay, so let's shift gears from the generalist to the specialists. If ChatGPT is your creative intern, then think of Jasper, WriteSonic, and Copy.ai as your dedicated in-house marketing team. These guys are built from the ground up with very specific templates and workflows made for professional marketing and sales. And this chart breaks it down perfectly. Jasper's secret weapon is its brand voice. It actually learns your style, which is a total game changer for teams that need everything to sound consistent. WriteSonic, on the other hand, is all about performance. It's packed with SEO tools, making it a dream for anyone trying to rank on Google. And then there's Copy.ai, the automation king. Its AI actions can link different tasks together, which can save sales and marketing teams an absolutely massive amount of time. All right, now for something completely different. Let's talk about the last tool in our lineup, Quillbot. If all the others are like authors, writing that first draft, then Quillbot is the super meticulous expert editor who comes in afterward to polish that draft until it shines. And this right here is the fundamental difference. The tools we've been talking about are all about generation. They create brand new content from nothing. Quillbot, though, is all about refinement. You give it your existing text, your messy first draft, and it rewrites it, rephrases it, and perfects it. It doesn't start with a blank page, it starts with your ideas. And the process is just so simple. Seriously, you just paste in your text, pick a mode, like, do you want it to sound more formal, shorter, more creative? And boom, you instantly get a polished new version. It's a ridiculously powerful way to level up your writing in just a few seconds. All right, so we've met the whole team, the all-rounder, the marketing specialists, and the expert editor. Now we get to the big question, which one of these should you actually choose? Let's bring them all together and figure out which one is your ideal AI copilot. So when you put them all head-to-head on the things that really matter, how do they stack up? Let's get to the final verdict. This comparison table tells a really interesting story. The first thing you notice is that there's no single best tool. It's all about trade-offs. ChatGPT gets 5 stars for raw accuracy, which is why it's so good for brainstorming. But look over at ease of use. Jasper and Quillbot are way easier to just pick up and master. And for pure, raw speed, Writesonic and Quillbot are the winners, giving you results almost instantly. It just goes to show how each one is built for its specific job. Okay, let's zoom in on just one of those metrics, customization. As you can see, this is where Jasper just runs away with it. That 5-star rating comes from its powerful brand voice feature and its huge library of templates. It's why it's so dominant for teams. Now, ChatGPT and Copy.ai are still pretty strong, but Jasper was literally built from the ground up to adapt to your brand, which really makes it a specialist here. So let's just boil this all down. What's the final takeaway? It's pretty simple, actually. If you just need quick drafts and a partner to bounce ideas off of, go with ChatGPT. If you need marketing content that is always on brand, Jasper is your tool. For climbing those Google rankings, Writesonic's SEO focus is unbeatable. If you want to put your workflow on autopilot, you should look at Copy.ai. And for making that final draft absolutely sparkle, well, that's a job for Quillbot.
You know, when you look at all this, it becomes pretty clear that we're talking about way more than just a few cool new apps. This is a fundamental shift in the creative process itself, and it raises some pretty big questions about the future of writing.
And this quote, yeah, this really says it all. We've moved so far beyond simple spell checkers. These AIs are becoming our creative partners. There are co-pilots for brainstorming, there are editors for polishing our words, and they can even be strategists for planning our content. It's a fundamental change in how we bring ideas into the world. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. With these incredibly powerful co-pilots now right at our fingertips, is your next masterpiece just one single prompt away?